I have two butthole stories. So one time I met this guy on Tinder, letting him sleep over, and I like woke up in the morning and like my asshole was a little sore.
Oh my God.
What I don't like, what I find corny is my preference is not my women. Now, I thought it was I'm not dating my women, period, which is the corniest human being outside of a criminal to me, period. It's just, those are your roots. Those women are reflected in your roots.
Like, Akaash is the extreme. Like, Akaash only dates brown.
Oh, okay.
Akaash has been with one girl in his life who is his wife.
That's my wife.
So this is like loyal through and through.
Okay. The way I look at it is, you watch them you see them evolutionary charts from Neanderthal to Homo sapien.
Yeah.
Y'all are the first motherfucker out of Neanderthal. But grow with your audience. Mature with your audience.
One person in the relationship, whoever cares less, has the leverage, and we want the guy to always care less. We want the man to always have the leverage.
Childish as fuck.
And you guys might not like hearing that.
Childish.
But we truly feel.
I'm not. These aren't new beliefs, bro. You're not telling me some shit none of us have ever heard. We all heard this.
I mean, I'm married. Akaash is married. Mark is married, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's possible. Now, granted, we might call you in 10 years and be like, y'all were fucking right. You know what I'm saying? But,
all right, so 3 years ago, Fresh and Fit went on Flagrant, and Schultz and the whole crew, especially Akaash, called them out for some of their controversial takes and how they run their show, which obviously started a beef that reignites every now and then. And it just did recently because Myron discovered Akaash's wife is trying to be an influencer and has her own podcast, which Myron's been having a field day with because she's the exact kind of girl they warn guys about. And she constantly humiliates Akaash on social media. Like, people just keep finding worse and worse clips, and it's painful to watch. I mean, this girl, she's up there with Jada Pinkett Smith, which she'd probably take as a compliment. That's how wild she is. So I just wanted to warn people before I get into this, the cringe is almost unbearable. Like, every guy watching this is going to die inside a little. So Akaash's wife, I think she's 10 years younger than him, and she's trying to be an influencer, so she doesn't make any money, but she spends his money like crazy. Most of her videos are like shopping vlogs and vacations. And when she was asked if they split finances, she said, his money's our money and my money is my money, which Akaash sounds really stressed out about. Like, she had him on their podcast and he started flipping out about how she basically won't do anything except spend his money.
For those of you who are new here, hi, my name is Jasleen. I'm a stay-at-home wife, but I don't cook or clean because I don't feel like it. And my husband is a full-time stand-up comedian and he buys me lots of nice things.
When I say I'm tired, she can't just let me be tired. I travel, I work, and I'm very blessed to do what I do. But when I tell my wife I'm tired, I want her to say, I'm sorry, baby. I understand. That must be exhausting, buying me all these things. Instead, she goes, so am I. And if I dare open my mouth to go, what the did you do that made you tired? Now it's...
Well, this is what you get when you focus on your roots and their reflection of your roots, and you only been with one person and you decide to pick somebody that is almost 10 years younger than you. You basically now have a daughter. You have a liability. And so now you can't complain. You can't get upset. Don't say nothing. This is the person that you picked. And so when you were talking to Fresh and Fit about, oh, that's childish, dog. You need somebody in your roots. You got what you asked for, right? Because you have been on, Akaash has been on, he has been famous for a while now. You're telling me through all the time that he's been on, he couldn't find a woman that complimented him. He couldn't find a woman that was suitable for him, that would be an asset to him and not a liability, not one that's trying to get all these expensive Hermes bags, one that just stays home. How is she a stay-at-home wife? She's not a stay-at-home wife and mother. She's a stay-at-home wife. That means she got nothing to do. She's not cooking because he's barely there. She's not cleaning. Well, if she is cleaning, it's because she's the one that made the mess. So she's cleaning up after herself. So why didn't you pick a woman that was more of an asset to you? One maybe that was an accountant who could balance your books, who could tell you how you can navigate your spending throughout the year so that you can reduce your taxes. Why not pick one that was in marketing or advertisement so that she could better help you push your brand and get more visibility to what you do, push your shows? Why didn't you get a digital designer who could help make designs and logos for you to help you create merch? You could have picked someone that fit what you do in your career better, but you picked a 22-year-old that wasn't even mature enough, and all she expects you to do is spend money, and not be home. And now This is what happens with a lot of people who are in relationships where one person is very visible. Now she's trying to compete with you. She sees all the visibility that you get. She sees all the clips. She sees all the followers. She sees all of that. And she wants that same validation and attention. And so instead of walking beside you, she sees herself as being behind you. And so the only way that she thinks that she can be beside you and that y'all can be equally yoked is for her to have the same level of attention and have that same level of influence that you do. And so she has decided, like many others, to start a podcast. These podcasts are the devil for a lot of y'all relationships because they're ruining them. Look at Aisha Curry. She can't stand for podcasts. Savannah James, she needs to be very careful with that podcast because that can lead to some negative things as well. Her and LeBron, you know, that's the sacred couple right there. But she needs to be very careful because these podcasts are the downfall to a lot of relationships, man. Stop playing.
The problem. Now it's a fight. So I gotta sit there.
I went to Pilates.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Yesterday, I worked the entire, like, morning to night, whatever. I get a workout in because I'm trying to be less fat. And then she's like, babe, can you take out Happy? I'm so tired. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And then I take you to Mew Mew and you buy whatever you want. That's the bare...
Excuse me. Dale, I didn't buy whatever I wanted. He limited me. I am on a budget, okay?
Because you want a house that I don't care about. A house.
In the Hamptons? Is this the Hamptons? Or
Yes.
yeah, they're all the Hamptons.
This girl's so out of control. She has hardcore feminists feeling bad for Akaash. Like in one of her most popular TikToks, she's yelling at him because she doesn't have enough room in her closet for all of her clothes and handbags. And the top comments are like, I'm sorry for that man, and I'm almost never sorry for a man. And girl, please don't make me side with a man. Girl, don't make me agree with him, please.
Do you know what my fucking husband just tried to do to me?
Yeah.
We're leaving. Shut up. We also just redid our closet.
This is all her closet now. She took the whole closet.
I don't have space for. Can you show?
Yeah.
I don't have space.
Oh my God.
I'm not doing
How
that.
much space exists?
I'm not doing that. We were supposed to build a wardrobe, but Akaash didn't want to do it
For
because
me,
he's too
because
cheap.
I took the smaller closet.
Do you know how much fucking space he has? Look, utilize the shelves, you idiot. Akaash, for real, I like my clothes spread out. Then, no, but like, no. I don't want them all in the same rack.
So it's really bad.
I don't want my peas touching my mashed potatoes. This is what he gets. When you pick a child, this is what you get. A daughter, like I said, a child. Oh, my mama going to dang it banging. Oh my gosh. I know why he's upset and he's annoyed. Listen to this. And while they're going through this, they're about to go on a trip to Paris in 5 hours. And she pulled out the phone to record this and put this on TikTok instead of resolving the issue. This is what you signed up, my friend. This is what you signed up for.
And it just keeps getting worse. You know, I'm sure people are stressed out just watching this. Because also when she's not spending Akaash's money, she's publicly humiliating him on social media to try to make her own money and jumpstart her career. I mean, she has this dude completely wrapped around her finger because also she's the only girl he's ever been with. And looks-wise is out of his league, which comes with a price, literally. So she knows she has all the leverage and she acts like it. I mean, Akaash, he's out there working all day so he can afford her lifestyle while she sits at home reminiscing about her time in college.
Sometimes I get so painfully nostalgic for college. So for context, I went to college from 2011 to 2016. I was popping my pussy and living my best life in these white boy frat houses. And I had a roster of guys that I would rotate through. So it's like,
no, that's crazy. Your wife just said that publicly. Yo, she don't care about you. And just like Fresh and Fit said, the one that cares less has all the leverage. Meaning that if they want to end things, you know she gonna get that big bag up off you. Everything. I know he ain't signed no prenup. Oh, why would I sign a prenup? I love her. Yep, she gonna get half of everything. And the longer you stay married to her, the more likely and the more alimony she's going to get. You better be careful. She's reminiscing about how she used to get ran through. Ran through, just 18 in the same day. Look at her. She's salivating, foaming at the mouth. Her eyes are closed. She can still feel it. Her eyes are closed. Her neck is extended. You know she's being for real right now. And she's saying this while being a married woman. And he said, he said, this is in my roots. This is in his roots. this is the only woman that he has ever been with. And I don't think that's a problem to only be with one woman. I think more people should strive and should do that. I think more people should just pick the right woman and the right man, and then you don't have this problem. But obviously, he wasn't thinking with the right head. You know which head he was thinking with. Goodness gracious.
Sometimes it like literally hurts my heart. And when the nostalgia is that painful.
My wife also hadn't had any sexual partners, so that helped us connect a lot more.
Let me ask you this.
And I
believe her.
So someone needs to take her phone away. I mean, that was brutal.
He's an idiot. He really believed that. So she just finessed him. That should be legal grounds for divorce without no fault divorce right there. Where he don't gotta pay nothing. That should be grounds because he married her under a false pretense. She lied to him and he actually believed it like an idiot. And maybe if he said everything that Fresh and Fit says is nothing new. Maybe if he would have listened to what he's already heard that wasn't new information to him, he wouldn't be in this situation being embarrassed right now. Because I don't hear anybody talking about his comedy. And I know he's currently on tour. But I haven't seen one video of his tour. I haven't heard one joke. All I've heard is about this lady right here. So maybe this is part of his marketing. But I don't think it's doing him any justice. Because this fool out here talking about, us being the only ones together has drawn us closer. And she's out here reminiscing about the frat house.
Brutal. I almost feel bad for Akaash, but he's probably just like, hey, at least she's doing something other than spending my money. And obviously he should have known what he was getting himself into, but he was in denial. Like the most disturbing thing is she's obsessed with her podcast co-host husband. It's so uncomfortable. Like she'll talk about how attractive he is all the time. And she'll bring up his dick, and she's begging them to have an orgy with her. And she's also even like, Akaash is great and everything, but I think your husband might be even better.
Akaash is such a fucking king. Like, everyone knows he's the best husband, and I don't often find men that measure up to him. And, like, Nav completely measures up to him, if not more. Can I just say, like, not in a weird way, he's so good looking.
Oh, thank you. Would y'all ever have an orgy together with your husbands?
Rhea, I'm actively trying to have an orgy because this couple is so fucking good looking, and you haven't seen Nav yet, but wait till you fucking see him. His body goes crazy. His face card always slays, never declines. And it's kind of weird because I'm talking about your husband.
No, I kind of love it, but I'm like, us four? Okay, maybe.
I just know that Nav's dick is like at least 10 inches.
You would only be down for an orgy.
What?
Or it's thick. It's thick.
I'd only been down for an orgy if
Yeah, so this is just sad to see.
Nah, this is a real problem. I know it's all funny, but this is a real problem. Akaash he is indentured to this woman right here. He has no choice. If whatever she says goes. If she says, we really gonna go and have this encounter with this other couple, Akaash has no choice but to engage. Or what's more likely gonna happen is he gonna say, you just go. Because he's so passive and he's such a loser. So sweet. He's so soft. And he just, you go. I'm gonna just stay home and write some jokes and, work on my craft and prepare for my next show. And she gonna resent this man. It sounds like she already resenting him because there's no way on a public podcast you be talking about another man in this way. And then she started off saying, he's such a king. I barely find anybody that measures up to him. But your husband does. Like, oh my gosh. And his pipe is like, oh my gosh, I know it's thick. Like, and it's like 17 inches long. Like, oh my God. Like, why is she publicly fantasizing about this woman's husband? That's craziness to me. This is so sad for this man. This is so sad. But maybe there's still a little bit of hope in me that she is doing this just for the internet. She's lying. But deep down, I know this hoe is trifling.
I mean, it sounds like Akaash is a good husband. He tries to do everything right. He spends all this money on her, but it's not enough. And she still feels the need to publicly humiliate him and try to hook up with her friend's husband. Like, also, they actually had their husbands on the show. And Akaash's wife, again, makes it very clear that she's really into this guy. Like, she keeps hitting on him right in front of Akaash. And the guy's wife, too. Her co-host, I'm sure, is kind of uncomfortable about this. Like, it's just so awkward. She has no respect for Akaash. And he's like, yeah, I think the guy's great too, but it's kind of annoying how great he is. which he's probably annoyed that his wife clearly wants to be with him. And she doesn't even try to hide it. Like, she brings up the orgy again and his dick, and then said she's really nervous about meeting his dad for some reason. I mean, she just cannot help herself. And Akaash, he just sits there and takes it. You know, I guess he's at the point where he just has to let her do whatever she wants. So this is just such a mess. I can't believe it's real. You know, I feel like somebody needs to step in and just be like, all right, this is too far. You guys can't be doing this podcast anymore. This is too much embarrassment. And of course, she's giving Myron from Fresh and Fit all the ammo in the world to go after Akaash.
Can I say this is the best husband I've ever seen? And I'm not even saying that hyperbolically. It's a little annoying. And then, like, he's just getting in better shape.
Jerk each other off already.
We might have.
Oh, what are y'all doing this whole time? Drake is your Taylor Swift.
100%.
Exactly.
I'm toxic. How do you think I have to keep up with her?
No, he be saying some boss ass shit. What is the stuff he says to you that I'm just like, that's fire?
Oh, Nash just puts his dick out on the table.
There's a difference being a scammer and being a hustler. Two very different things.
Okay.
I'm a hustler who scams a little bit. I'm not a scammer who
I'm not
hustles.
gonna lie, that was sexy, and that's why I'm actively trying to have an orgy.
Y'all can go finish this, man. I can't keep watching this. This is painful. And you know what's worse? A lot of y'all are in this same situation, but y'all working 2-3 jobs to buy her Hermes bags and keep up with her lifestyle because y'all are indentured to this relationship and you can't do nothing better. This is so disrespectful that she is saying this right in front of his face. And I would never accept this level of disrespect. And I just think it's ironic that he said they are so childish. Fresh and Fit was so childish for having their preference just to end up with a child himself that he just so happened to marry. Not only that, this is his roots. So I don't think this is a good representation of his roots and of the other important women in his life and from his family. I think this woman is an imposter based off the lie that she told him, based off saying that he was her first and she was his first. I think she lied about that. And I think that she's an embarrassment and a liability to him. And at any given moment, if her emotions tell her to, you know, a lot of these young, immature ladies are only loyal to their emotions. If her emotions tell her to, she will crash out and ruin your career. All she got to say is, he hit me. Lie. She already lied to him about something else before they even got married. All she got to do is go on social media and say, he hit me. Lie and have some allegations, and his career is over. He needs to be very careful, and y'all as well need to be very careful. Y'all think y'all doing the right thing? Y'all getting married for love, and the lady that you marrying is getting married for business. Y'all be careful. Y'all be safe out there. I'm out of here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Peace.